You can get more ice, you can get more cars. Nigga, listen to what I'm saying. I'm a real superstar. Look at my eyes.
This episode of My Two Satoshis is brought to you by Heat Wallet. Heat Ledger is building the world's most accessible microservices platform and crypto wallet, launching later this year. But in the meantime, download their latest Heat Wallet and witness the user-authenticated crypto wallet and non-custodial decentralized crypto exchange feature. Available for Windows, Mac, Linux, and Web Wallet. Download now at heatledger.com. Yeah, it's your boy Crypto Blood. Welcome to another episode of My Two Satoshis. It is July 30th, 2019. Shout out to my man Aircoins Lee for that MF Doom Arrow Root. This definitely does fit perfectly for the show, bro. Thank you for the song request and hope you guys are doing well today. And welcome to another episode, guys. Today we are going to look at some very disturbing news that I just found earlier today. And it's just leading up to, you know, the reason why we need to really focus on privacy, anonymity in this blockchain game, because it can really, you know, because it's a ledger, because blockchain technology is a ledger, it does open us up to a lot of data mining, a lot of surveillance, you know, more than ever. You know, years ago, you can say it was pseudonymous. Today, with the way chain analysis watches everything, and you've got the U.S. in conjunction with a lot of the governments around the globe, especially in the U.S., clamping down on the on and off ramps for cryptocurrencies, it's easier and easier for them to really tag all addresses that are associated with you. So again, this is crazy. This is out of trust nodes. I saw this morning. And we're going to take a look at what this is about. Basically, SEC is looking to run Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP nodes, along with some other ones as well. I saw EOS, Neo, Stellar, Zcash. So this is quite disturbing, and I wanted to just bring this to your attention today. So we're going to take a look at that. Yeah, Bitcoin Cash is one as well. So we're going to look at the details of this article from Trust Nodes. I haven't read anything from them in a while, but we will definitely dive deep into this one. And the next article we will review is out of Decrypt Media, and it is about an anonymous coin, Zcoin. How ironic. We just talked about the SEC and what they're looking to do here as far as running nodes on Zcash, Bitcoin, and some other coins. Zcoin introduces private crypto transaction history without toxic waste. We're going to look at the details on this. The article basically is saying that this is going to set them apart from all other cryptocurrencies, or anonymous coins at least. And lastly, as if I didn't tell you guys, this was probably going to happen. Didn't think it was going to come from the horse's mouth though. Out of CoinDesk, Facebook Libra might never launch. Company concedes in SEC disclosure. So we'll take a look at what this has to say here, man. This is crazy. I didn't think it would be a message like this coming from Facebook, but let's see what they have to say here. I just knew that this was not going to go down as planned, at least not from what the white paper spelled out. So they spend probably a couple of $100 million a year on salary over there. There was no one over there that didn't realize this was going to be the worst thing they could have set out to do. Like, seriously, I don't understand, people. I do not understand, but we'll take a look at this here in a second. But before we get started, I do want to give a shout out to my channel sponsors. We've got BitcoinConfidential.cc. Again, another anonymous coin. Definitely should check them out because you can secure your keys offline while staking. A very neat feature they have. Smartcash.cc as well, voted #1 crypto in Brazil in 2018. And lastly, Moon Lambo. There are a few weeks left to purchase summer apparel from their summer line on moonlambotees.com. Check those guys out. And again, I always tell you, you can save 10% if you use the word CryptoBlood10. So let's get into this heat map for today. We're up just about 1.25% for Bitcoin at $9,630. ETH up just shy of 1% itself, up to $211.87. EOS is up 0.6%, and Litecoin is up 0.7% to $91.26. So overall, looking pretty green for most of the coins today. Altcoins as well. Binance is down a little bit, down 1% to $26.81. But if we zoom out to the month view, performance-wise, Bitcoin is still down 10% for the month. Ethereum is still down 26% on the month. EOS down 27%, and Litecoin down 25% for the month. So, not back to where we were a month ago, but it looks like we may be building a base. And I told you guys yesterday that there was a lot of stop loss hunting going on a couple of days ago, and we saw more stop loss hunting to the downside, meaning that I thought the markets were going to go the opposite way. As you can see, I have pointed out with these wicks on the candle on this particular hour. The wick at the bottom is definitely bigger than the wick at the top, giving me enough evidence, I thought, to make a conclusion that we would see a move up. And surely this is what has happened so far. I mean, we haven't fully manifested it, but we're back above and inside the channel that I drew from a couple of days ago. So now this should be somewhat of a support area for us, 9,500, 9,570 area. And I think we should see something like this go on at this point. So we'll just have to watch it closely. But we are back inside the channel. Not saying we're going to break out right away, but looks pretty good as far as on the upside for price action. So let's go ahead and take a look at this Trust Nodes article. And it says SEC to run Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP nodes. The United States Securities and Exchange Commission is planning to run through contractors a Bitcoin and an Ethereum node, in addition to as many as possible of the following blockchains: Bitcoin Cash, Stellar, Zcash, EOS, Neo, and XRP Ledger. And they're not providing any concrete reason as to why they need to run their own node, save for stating that it is to support its efforts in monitoring risk, improve compliance, and inform commission policy with respect to digital assets. They specifically state the subscription shall source all blockchain data from hosted nodes rather than providing this data as a secondary source. So suggesting what they're probably looking for is an analytics company to presumably outsource SEC's blockchain monitoring and compliance investigations. They would also like to have data that includes things like hashing algorithms, hashing power, mining difficulty and rewards, transaction quantity and size, and coin supply and blockchain size. That sort of data is provided for free by plenty of blockchain explorers, but presumably they want analysis rather than just data, as their requirements state the contractor should, in the quotes, demonstrate level of rigor of data cleansing and normalization meets requirements of financial statement audit testing. It goes on to say that if attribution data supplied, describe processes and data sources for blending blockchain data with attribution data points for deriving insights. A lot of words there. They say all the data from the Genesis block onward should be provided in one go, then should be updated daily through some feed and preferably an API method of their choice. They furthermore want the provider to be able to add new blockchains within a 3-month notice, meaning they're probably looking to implement on-chain surveillance systems to see or guess who is doing what, with it unclear why Bitcoin is included. As a decentralized and as a permissionless open network, anyone can run Bitcoin nodes and have access to all the data, but SEC has no jurisdiction over Bitcoin. Activities on the blockchain, however, could potentially come within their remit. Ethereum, for example, raised capital on the Bitcoin blockchain prior to launching exactly 4 years ago. The SEC has stated Ethereum is not a security, but it has not yet clarified whether XRP is a security or whether any of the many well-known tokens running on Ethereum are a security or otherwise. In addition, this might have something to do with the SEC perhaps establishing more lenient frameworks by adopting their policy to account for blockchain's unique qualities. So we'll have to see what happens here. I mean, we all know that this was something that was going to come. Thank God blockchain technology is able to adapt on a dime. It's able to innovate, come up with new encryption methods, anonymization methods, all that type of stuff on the fly. So it'll be forever a losing battle with any of these agencies looking to really snoop on the various blockchains. They'll be able to snoop on the uninformed, but if you educate yourself, I think you'll have the ability to still have privacy with your money, and that's a very, very good thing, and it should be that way anyhow. So power to the people. Make sure you guys start to just become more well informed about what technologies are being used, what protocols are being used, and not just focus simply on the price of any of these assets. Start to understand what the technology is, the underlying technology, and apply it in your everyday usage of these blockchains. So keeping on the whole theme of snooping and anonymity, we're going to talk about this Decrypt Media article next. Zcoin introduces private crypto transaction history without toxic waste. It says that Zcoin's upgrade to the Sigma protocol sets it loose from its past connection to other privacy coins. Zcoin has upgraded to the Sigma protocol today, beefing up its privacy features and allowing its users to keep the entire history hidden. The protocol, the result of a hard fork, went live on block 184,200 this morning. As a result, Zcoin wallets and nodes will need to be upgraded to Sigma in order to keep using the network. So in this process, the network has abandoned Zcoin, a protocol proposed in 2013 as a privacy-focused alternative to Bitcoin. Zcoin was used as a basis for other privacy coins such as Zcash. While Zcash, the 26th ranked cryptocurrency by market cap, is more well known for Zcoin, ranked 181, it has one particular problem: toxic waste, due to the requirements of the cryptography it uses. When it is created or upgraded, it goes through a trusted setup ceremony. At this point, if everybody were to collude or the ceremony was fixed, the entire cryptocurrency would be at risk. Privacy keys produced during the process are known as toxic waste. If anybody could access them, they could control the network, which unsurprisingly is a bit of a worry. Zcoin's new upgrade claims to offer similar privacy features to Zcash, but crucially without the trusted setup. And it's about time, says the founder of Zcoin. He says trusted setups go against the fundamental principle of blockchain, which is don't trust, verify. And Sigma offers the first compelling alternative to solve all of these issues, he said. From now on, it will no longer be possible to look up a Zcoin address and see its transaction history. This means that while the public details of each transaction will be publicly available, it will be much harder to link multiple transactions together. This stops blockchain analytics companies from being able to piece together someone's transaction history. It makes it harder to identify the person associated with the address. And finally, it says here they're actually looking to bring this level of privacy to the transaction data itself. Zcoin is working on an upgrade which would eliminate this information altogether, as Zcash already does. The upgrade is scheduled for 2020, but with the arrival of coins like Libra, where privacy isn't much of a concern, people are hoping they might speed things up a tad bit. But hey, I don't think we're gonna have to worry about Libra. That's probably on the back burner. They weren't getting too far with that. See, the entity that controls the money controls the people. And ain't no government going to allow Facebook to control the people, my friend, let me tell you. So what do you think about that? This makes Zcoin a very compelling anonymous coin again in my books. Let me know in the comments below if you guys are already using Zcoin a lot, like what they're doing over at Zcoin with this new upgrade. So in the comments, let me know what coins you guys use for anonymity. I'd like to know, man. There are a lot of them out there. Be good to know about all the ones you guys use and why. And the last article for today is out of CoinDesk. Facebook Libra might never launch, company concedes in SEC disclosure. It says that Facebook has acknowledged what many are saying, that regulatory issues may be an insurmountable barrier to the launch of its Libra global cryptocurrency project. In a frank disclosure in the firm's latest quarterly report to the U.S. SEC Exchange Commission, the firm said that the many barriers it will face regarding regulating a new technology with unclear rules in the U.S. and other nations of the world mean there can be no assurance that Libra or associated products and services will be made available in a timely manner or at all. Facebook goes on to say that our participation in the Libra Association will subject us to significant regulatory scrutiny and other risks that could adversely affect our business, reputation, or financial results. Like that wasn't obvious from a mile away. And not only is Libra based on relatively new and unproven technology, the laws and regulations around digital currencies are uncertain and evolving. Libra has drawn significant scrutiny from governments and regulators in multiple jurisdictions, and we expect the scrutiny to continue, the SEC filing states. As the firm says, the Libra project, which could potentially bring about crypto adoption to the billions of Facebook users, has caused something of an uproar in regulatory circles. Central banks, government ministers, and watchdog chiefs have been lining up to demand more information on the project over fears it could pose a threat to central bank money and financial stability and provide a global avenue for money laundering and fraud. So they got to always throw that in there. But yes, it is definitely a direct threat to the central bank money and financial stability. Absolutely. I said this in a video that you guys can check out in the top right corner, but this is a direct threat to their whole operation, meaning the central banks. I was just so shocked that they had such ambitious goals to roll this out in 2020. It's just no way that was going to be possible. Something of this magnitude and so many jurisdictions for them to clear their whole project through. It just was not going to happen. And I personally don't think it's going to happen anytime soon, if at all, as Facebook just reported in their filing to the SEC. So I think this is a done deal for a while. We'll see what happens from here, maybe in a few years or whatnot. But now, no. And this is the beauty. This is really what I like to see, because it shows us that Bitcoin didn't have to go through hearings and sit before Senate and committees and all this stuff. It didn't have to ask for permission. Okay, this is what is so beautiful about peer-to-peer decentralized currencies. When you have a central issuance of any type of product, service, money, whatever, there's a central point of failure. The governments can come right directly at that doorstep and knock and say, hey, what the hell is going on here? They should be more concerned about Bitcoin, though they're not. And that's fine. Let them not be concerned about it the way they should be. Because honestly, I'm surprised that there weren't hearings about Bitcoin and banning it like they were with Libra. Maybe they know they can't ban it, so why even put their best card out there and see it fail? So it may be some strategy that they're using, the government that is, but I don't know. It doesn't really matter. You can't stop Bitcoin. You can hurt it. Definitely can hurt it. I've said this before. If the governments came out tomorrow and said no Bitcoin, all the agencies, no Bitcoin, it would tank the price big time. But it wouldn't stop it. And you could still buy it. You could still mine it. You could do, all of that stuff. So, we'll have to see what happens. I'm sticking to my thesis, and I think my forecast on that is standing true so far. But again, you guys, let me know your thoughts on all three of these articles today. SEC looking to run Bitcoin and Ethereum and Ripple nodes, along with some other ones at some point. Zcash and its Sigma protocol launching today. And lastly, Facebook admitting that they probably won't be rolling this thing out anytime soon, just like Crypto Blood said. Shout out to my man though, Aircoins Lee, for that MF Doom arrow root. I'm loving this instrumental right here. It's your boy Crypto Blood. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to come join me August 16th at Grand Circus Detroit, Max Bitcoin Rage. I'll be hosting Max Kaiser and Stacy Herbert. Come join us for free. Link in the description below. I'm out of here, people. Holla!